ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a rematch at Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ellinger. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On play action, Ellinger. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ellinger. Staying on his feet. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Broncos at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st down, it's Ellinger. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Trying the left side with Walker. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Willis. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Walker, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drop.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this. But if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Allinger. Being chased out left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allinger. This pass caught by Hamler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they go play action. Now Allinger. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air, it's Allinger. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Allinger to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Third down, it's Willis. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st down, Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Ellinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 30 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Second down throw coming by Willis. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, they repeat.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They begin the drive with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Gallagher's throw there, complete to Hamler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is Gallagher. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Gallagher. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's put up no...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Ellinger. Buying time, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taken from about the 12. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Willis looks to pass it here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Ellinger. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder...
Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on second down, Willis. That's going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes...
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Ellinger. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On first down, Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Williams running left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Willis, gotta have this one. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
They go play action. Now Ellinger. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 4th down, Ellinger. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ellinger. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's good.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Ellinger to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.